morning. Hang on, my head's cut off. Good morning. I'm trying to get my phone adjusted, so bear with me just a minute. Bear with me just a minute. How are y'all? If you're like me, Sunday mornings, I try to have, in the mornings I get up and I have my devotion in the morning, and I have to do animals and all that stuff. So I hope that for the ones that can't go to church, maybe due to your health or other reasons, I hope that you'll find a safe place here at Snead's Farmhouse with me this morning. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready, and then we're gonna go see Cinco. Okay, so I'm getting ready simply because I have about 18 people coming today, so I have a sort of big group, and I'm gonna get ready, y'all. It's supposed to be 83 today here in Alabama. So I am in shorts and sleeveless because it is going to be hot. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit as I get this, try to set up. I was going to let a couple more people join. Okay, so this morning I go out let me say this before I even start. If you're following me for the first time, do not follow me for makeup tips. Do not follow me for hair tips. I just put my makeup on in the mornings and go live simply because it's the only time I can go live. So I am not selling any makeup. I don't get kickbacks if you use the products that I sell. Please know that. Please know that. Okay, now let's talk. All right, so this morning I get up. Is my dryer really loud? Let me go close my door. Is that better? I noticed my dryer was like really loud. Is having a good Wi-Fi company seems like almost the impossible. So I have turned my Wi-Fi off. I have used my tripod, and let's start again. I hope that you're still here. If you're here, let me know. Wow. Nothing like a good interruption. You know, if I go live, it's like either my my animals are interrupting me, or that Wi-Fi is interrupting me. Like something is interrupting me, right? Right? Thanks for bearing with me. Yeah, I'm back. My Wi-Fi is just, I changed Wi-Fi. I had AT&T, and my upload speed was really slow, so I couldn't upload any of my videos. I couldn't do anything. So then I got a new Wi-Fi service. I got Spectrum. My upload is 100% better, but for some reason, if I go live, it's just like sometimes it's terrible. So bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, I have you on a tripod so I don't mess up. So I'm putting on my makeup. So once again, do not follow me for makeup tips, okay? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just Judy and putting on my makeup, okay? And after I put on my makeup, we're gonna go walk out and see Mr. Cinco. Mrs. Cinco. Okay. So this morning, like I said, I have a big group coming this morning. I'm assuming to see Cinco. You know they're coming to see Cinco, right? So, and from what I see by area codes, I think they're a little bit of all over, like they're coming from Birmingham because they have a 205 area code. And my area code in this area is 256. So anytime I see a 205, I know they're driving an hour or more to come visit my farm. So I'm very thankful. Anyway, so I have a big morning. So, you know, I talk about balance a lot, right? I talk about balance simply because in the past, just to let you know a little bit about me, I have struggled with depression in the past. And so I have learned over the years how to take care of me, because I have to take care of me because I have a husband, I have a stepdad that lives with me, I have animals in a farm that depends on me. So if I don't have time to be depressed, right? Like, I have to take care of myself. So I do a lot of self-care. Because I have learned over, I don't know, the past 15 years, I've learned that your health is number one. And not just your mental health, but also your physical health. Because without your physical health, you're not going to be able to get around, right? So it's important to keep balance and know that there has to be a balance in life in order to be successful. And successful means having good health to me. Successful, when I think of the word successful, I don't think about financial. Like, I am too old to worry about that. Like, I'm not shooting to get rich. Like, those are not my... When you reach a certain age, success means to you is having a healthy family and having your health and things like that. And I'm to the age now where I define success as being balanced. That's success to me. So anyway, I try to exercise my health, and I've learned that having health, there's a combination of things that have to happen. I have found that it has to be your spiritual health, you know, your mental health, your emotional health, and your physical health. And I try to exercise that every day. And I find that when I get off balance, something is going to lack, whether it's I eat wrong, or I'm slipping into a depression, or I'm neglecting, you know, I don't know, my husband or something like that. So I've learned that I really, really, really have to exercise good health. It's important for me in my mental health. I hope you guys, good morning. I hope you guys are doing well this Sunday morning. I don't know where you are, but like I said, it's going to be a hot day here in Alabama. Okay, so this morning I got up, like I said, and Cinco, I have two pastures, right? Because you've watched my videos, and I have two pastures. Cinco was in one pasture, and Dexter and Dee Dee were in another pasture eating hay, and I thought, wow, I'm surprised that Dee Dee got away from her baby like that. But I think she did that because all the animals were in the barn last night. I wanted to give Dee Dee and Cinco some time with Dexter. You know, Dexter's the daddy. And I wanted to give them a little bit of time together without the other animals interrupting. I wanted them to have a little bit of bonding family time. You know what I'm saying? And they did. Dexter is great with Cinco. Very great. And Dee Dee is very overprotective. So I do not believe that she's going to let Leroy get anywhere near Cinco. Just saying. When I put Leroy in the barn last night, he's already noticed Cinco. So he's already done the sniff test. You know, your animals do the sniff. It's so funny that animals do that. But he's done the sniff test, and he did not bite. He had the opportunity to bite Cinco. He did not. And I think it's going to be fine. The only thing that I worry about a little bit about Leroy is sometimes when there's a new baby born, and he does a sniff test and he's okay. Well, then, like, when the baby starts getting active, like Cinco was running yesterday. Oh my gosh, it was the cutest thing you have ever seen in your life. But he was, I keep saying he, she was running around the farm, and sometimes that kind of disturbs Leroy in the beginning when there's a new animal born, because he's not sure what's going on. So it's important for Leroy to see Cinco running around and all that stuff. So Leroy and Cinco are going to be separated for several days, because I'm not risking Leroy thinking that Cinco's a predator. People ask about Leroy hurting Cinco, and I don't know that he would, but I'm not about to risk it. I'm not about to risk it. So anyway, today, yesterday afternoon, I had a tour. So I wasn't sure how Dee Dee was going to do with people that she didn't know in the farm with the baby. Because sometimes, you know, a mom becomes very protective. Sorry, somebody just messaged me. A mom becomes very protective of the baby. You know, I'm going to tell you right now, Dee Dee is doing really well. I don't know if it's because she trusts me being out there with her, and she knows I'm not going to let anything happen to Cinco. I'm not really sure. But yesterday when the family was here, now she did take her baby to the corner, so she was being protective, and I respected her, and I told the family that we're not going to be able to touch her because I'm not going to force Dee Dee to do anything that she doesn't want to do. So we didn't, the family that came to tour, didn't get to touch Dee Dee. But you know, I tell people, when you book a tour to any farm, not even Snead's Farmhouse, you know, it's different every time you go, because sometimes, let's just say Leroy's on top of his game and he is just like doing tricks and he's all over the people, like wanting to be petted. And then you might come another time and Leroy's having nothing to do with you. Animals are just like human beings. They have moods. Sometimes they feel it, sometimes they don't. So every time you come, it may be a different experience. You know, one time I was very surprised. Dexter is pretty tame, okay? He is pretty tame. But what's so funny is this one particular time, Dexter was just laying around. Like, he was just, it was a warm day. So when it's a really warm day, they don't eat as much. You know, animals eat to provide warmth for them. So during the winter, they eat a lot more versus the summer. So Dexter was just laying around. And this sweet family came to my farm, and Dexter allowed her to come over there and sit by him, put her arm around him, pose for pictures. They are the cutest pictures you've ever seen. But he didn't always do that, right? Just like sometimes we're in the mood and sometimes we're not in the mood to get our picture made, you know, or to have friends over. It's the same way with an animal. So if you book a tour to my farm, most people have a great experience, but you know, like I said, every time you come, it's going to be a different experience. Tate, if you don't know who Tate is, Tatum River is my baby alpaca. A baby alpaca is called a cria, C-R-I-A. So it's my cria. And listen, Tate was born in January. He is doing great with people. He is so tame. He comes up to you and lets you pose for pictures. But I've worked really hard with him to let him know that, you know, it's a trustworthy place. But it's really ironic to me because his mother, Georgia Lee, came from a bad situation, okay? I do believe that Georgia Lee was abused in her previous life. The reason I say that is because I've taught Georgia Lee to get in the bed. You know how I teach my animals to go get in the bed. So Georgia Lee knows to go get in the bed, and she goes to the barn. So I have taught her that. But after almost 2 years, she still does not want me to touch her, really. I have slowly, I touch her, I pet her, I love her. So she allowed me to deliver Tater, remember? So I know she trusts me, but she just doesn't want to be touched. What happens is when you touch her, she's like this. She's shaking all over. So I don't know for sure she came from an abusive situation. But when an animal after 2 years is still shaking all over when you touch her, that tells me that she did not come from a good place. And it's a really sad situation. But you know, I always tell you guys that I do not go on my timeline. I do not say, okay, this animal is going to be tame in 3 months. If it takes 3 years for Georgia Lee to come around to let people touch her, it takes 3 years. Like, I'm on her schedule. I'm not on my schedule or anybody else's schedule. And bless her heart, she was pregnant for a year. The gestation for an alpaca is 12 months. So she's been pregnant for 12 months. So I have pretty much have left her alone and just taught her to go to bed because I didn't want to stress her out. So I haven't really worked with her at all because I was worried about the safety of her and the baby. So I have just stood back and I've been working with Rio, which is the male, which is Tate's dad. Tate's dad is pretty tame. Hang on just a minute. Tate's dad's pretty tame. Now, he is not tame enough where once I let him out of the barn, he doesn't really want to come up to you. But listen, after 2 years with him, he is just now eating out of my hand. Like, it's taken that long for me just to hold my hand out and him eat out of my hand. That's how long it's taken. So like when people come to my farm, they think that I just bought tame animals. No, sir. No, sir, I did not. I did not buy tame animals. Animals don't just learn that. So it's taken a lot of time for the animals to actually trust me to be able to allow people into the farm and actually pet them. And another thing, if y'all don't know, I look like a kindergartner putting on this mascara. Okay, I get it everywhere. So do not follow me for mascara tips at all. Okay, you're probably gonna go, gosh, she's got that all over her eye. I do, so don't follow me for makeup tips. And I hate this mascara. It is MAC, and it's in a cute, I'm one of those people that, you know how there's people behind marketing that market like for like psychological reasons, like if you have a pretty bottle, they'll buy it. That's me. If it's a cute little bottle and has this little wand on it, oh, I'm gonna buy it. If it's purple, I'm gonna buy it. It may be crap, but I'm gonna buy it because it's got a cute bottle. Anyway, but I don't like this mascara. I have to buy waterproof because my eyes water like crazy. By the way, I don't know if I told you this or not, but you know, Head Family Farm came here to get Muffin last week. I think I told Facebook this, so if you're from Facebook, you probably already seen this. But what I was doing is I didn't want a glare with my pictures, so I was taking my glass. I can't see, so I have to take my glasses on and off, like when I take pictures, because I don't want to glare. So I took my pictures off, I took my glasses off because she was fixing to take a picture, and I sat down and I cracked my glasses. So I'm like, Izzy, And I'm like, oh my gosh, this costs $500. Have y'all been to buy glasses? Glasses aren't cheap, okay? And I literally cracked my glasses. So I'm going to and I thought about super gluing them or duct taping them. But then I thought, if I duct tape these, people are going to be thinking I'm straight up redneck. But I'm to the point where I'm like, I think I can glue them. Because see, I mean, I think I could just walk around like, anyway. And so I called the doctor's office and I said, hey, can I get my prescription to order some new glasses? They were like, Judy, you haven't been here in a year and a half. And I was like, I haven't? They were like, no. So Tuesday, I'm going for an eye exam to get new glasses. So it's so much fun dropping $500-600 on a pair of glasses. Is it not? It's so much fun. Like, you know, I would much rather, I don't know, spend it on something else, you know, but instead I have to go buy a pair of glasses. So I'm having to wear my backup pair. These are my backup pairs, and I hate them. Like, I hate them. So I'm wearing backup pairs and going to the eye doctor on Tuesday. And I have a lot going on next week. I had a field trip. Yeah, I'm thinking about super gluing them. I really am. It depends on, I want to say I paid $500 for those classes. And you know what's crazy? Is I don't know if you've been to the eye doctor lately. You probably have. But, you know, like, your insurance pays, let's just say $100 to go towards the frames. Okay, well, you buy the frames. Then when you're a meemaw like me and you're 52 years old with a blind eye, I have to have a progressive lens. So then you can tack on a couple of more, I don't know, $100. You can tack on $100 for having progressive lenses because you're blind as a bat. Then they'll go, okay, do you want scratch resistant? You can tack on another $80 for scratch resistance, and then they'll go, do you want transitions? And then you can tack on another $80. No, it's more than that. It's more than that for transitions. Transitions are expensive. So the last time that I went and got glasses, I was going to be cheap. You know how you're like, I am not paying that much money for glasses. I am not doing it. So with these glasses, I did not buy the scratch resistant. I did not. Oh, there's also glare resistant. Remember, there's glare, scratch resistant, glare resistant, and then transition. So then you're adding 3 charges on top of the lenses and the progressive lenses. So I was cheap, and I said, I think I'm going to skip out on the scratch resistant and the glare and the transition. I'm just going to buy the progressive lens. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because now, every time I go outside, I have a glare. And every time I've taken these glasses on and off and dropped them, I have scratches all over them. So don't be like your Aunt Judy and go cheap with your glasses, because you're going to mess up. You just need to, like, wear your second pair, save up, and get you some good glasses, because glasses are an investment. My husband's in here. Glasses are an investment. And if you're like me, you have to buy good glasses, because I can't see without, I can see you, but I can't read. I can't even see my phone at all without glasses. But I tried to wear contacts, and when I tell y'all, I've tried every darn contact there is, and my eye has astigmatism. So if you don't know what astigmatism is my eyeball is shaped like a football. So the contacts do not fit my eyeballs. So I can't wear contacts. I have tried so hard. So here comes Garth. Here comes Garth. What are you eating? He's eating a protein bar. feel like that's maybe something I need. Actually, I've already ate one. I was gonna go online and order them, but I can't try them on. And I'm like a trier owner person. Like, I'll pick out these glasses that I think are cute and I'll get them home and they look awful. It's almost like I need 10 people to go to the doctor with me and go, could you please tell me what's cute? Because I have no fashion at all. I don't. When I go shopping, I'll pick out black. And as a matter of fact, I don't know about you, but when I go into the stores now, like let's just say you go into Belk or somewhere to buy clothes, I walk in the store and I'm like, I hate every bit of this. Like, I hate every bit. Like, the clothes that are in style now, I can't stand. They're either, you know, I don't know. They're not fit for a 52-year-old woman. They're more fit for like a 16-year-old woman or kid, I guess I should say. So I hate going shopping. I used to love it. Now I hate it. Have y'all tried dry shampoo? I've been trying it. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. See, don't follow me for hair tips. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. But my hair is very fine. It's very fine, so it is a grease bomb. Okay, are y'all ready to go see that sweet baby? Let's go see him. I've got to go put out some hay as well. Let me clean my meemaw glasses off, and then we'll walk out there and see that sweet baby. Oh my gosh, he's so sweet. Okay, you're on my tripod. Okay, am I making progress? Am I on the big screen on TV? I didn't turn my phone this way. I turned it this way and started it. So, am I good there? Am I on the big screen of the TV? And I'm not shaking because I'm not holding my phone. Y'all, are y'all not proud of me for making some improvements? I mean, come on. You way to go, Judy. You know, when you're a youngin' and you start YouTube, you know, you're like tech savvy, right? But people my age, we're not tech savvy, okay? You know, we have to go to our grandkids and say, hey, will you show me how to do this? I'm going to my 9-year-old grandkid going, hey, will you show me how to do this? And my 9-year-old's showing me how, my 9-year-old grandson is showing me how to do it. You know, that's bad, ain't it? But well, sometimes us older group, we get left behind. And we're trying, listen, y'all gonna have to be patient. We're trying, okay? I'm gonna get there. There's gonna be a day, I hope, where you come back and go, hey, Judy, remember that time you went live when Cinco was born and you were holding the phone and you were shaking and everybody was like this trying to watch the calf being born because you had no clue what you were doing. Wasn't that funny? Like, I hope that we share that moment, you know, and go, God, Judy, you've come so far since the video of Cinco. You have come a long way. Listen, I appreciate you being patient because I am a meemaw and I'm learning. And I am very grateful to you. Okay, let me put my glasses on. Let's walk out here. Let me slide this up so I can... Okay, Blue, you go see my Whammy dolls. These my Whammies. This is Rolex. This is Taggy Boy. Taggy Boy. That's Tag. Okay, do y'all get it? Rolex and Tag. Do you get it? Do you get it? If you don't get it, I'm gonna wait to see if you get it first before I tell you what it is. So tell me if you get it. We're walking outside. I'm in my garage, and my two rabbits passed away yesterday. It was awful. It happens. And I showed you guys. I don't don't even know what Garth Brooks is doing today. I'll show you what he's in the process. Okay, but I have to show you this. So my first set of kits are starting to get out of the nesting box. Look at that baby. Look at that baby. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? And the other ones are still, oh no, here's this baby. Hang on. Hang on. Hey baby. Hey. You're so cute. And this baby over here. And here's these babies in here. Now this is the one, oh hang on. It's probably because I have this fan on. Oh shoot, I have music in the background. That's a big violation to, that's a big violation to YouTube. I done screwed up. Okay, sorry. Okay, is that good now? Okay. Look how sweet. Now this, let me show you. This one is the one that I thought was going to die. And look how great it is now. I held the mama down and held this baby down to the mother to nurse it, and it is doing fantastic. Okay, you want to hop around? There's mommy. See how much bigger this rabbit is? Isn't it precious? Okay, let me show you. This is the one. Gosh, I'm probably going to get violations for having the. This is the one that's paralyzed, and I've been doing physical therapy with it. Let's see. Come here. Come on, baby. See how it's dragging its legs? But you can see, you see right here where it was bit. So I'm thinking, it seems to be that leg may be working and this leg is not. I don't know, I wonder if it's broken. It doesn't feel broken. I'm probably gonna take it to the vet this week. Just get the vet to look at it and kind of get me some advice about it, because it's growing, it's doing great, it's nursing off mom. It's doing fantastic. But you see that one, I don't know, it looks like, let's see. No, this leg's not moving either. Oh, I'm so glad facts matter. I hope you're right. But I'm gonna probably take this baby to the vet this week. Kind of get some advice. See how much they've grown? Hey, baby. I'm your mommy. I'm your human mommy. Don't jump out. Scoot you back. You so cute. Yes, you are. You a cute baby. Okay. Are they not precious? Okay. Hang on, let me set you down a minute. Hang on. I gotta shut this gate. I'm gonna let them have a little bit of free time. I have people concerned that these guys stay in the cage all day. I know that you guys have not followed me for a long time, but my animals are rotten, okay? Like, they're rotten. These animals are out of the cage every single day. They're held, they're loved, they have a play area. So like, if you see them in the fencing, they're in the fencing, number one, because they're mamas. So you have to put them in a fence to keep them close to the babies. I can't free range babies right now. So just know that. All right, let me show you these. Can I show you babies? These babies are doing really good. Isn't it precious? They're not even a week old. Let's see. Your babies are so precious. Jumping on. Let's see. Let me get her over here. Here she is. You're so precious. Yes, you are. Are you gonna hide from me? Don't you hide from me. Come here. Let's put your babies over here. Isn't she cute? Delta dog. You better look at me. She looks like a little puppy dog, doesn't she? She likes to get up there and sit. Get off the... You precious baby. So I'll tell you some facts about rabbits. Hang on. I need 45 hands when I go live. Okay, I got it. All right. Some facts about rabbits. I told you guys about the uterus already. If you didn't watch me live, I don't know how many times ago, but rabbits have 2 uteruses and can have a double pregnancy at the same time. So they can have roughly 16 babies in them. You know, listen, we're all adults, right? You know what they say about rabbits, right? Okay, that's why. But like in the wild, a rabbit will have their kits or baby rabbits. They'll have them and they'll go hide them. And then they go away from them and they'll go eat all day. And the reason they do that is because they don't want to attract predators to their babies. So they do not stay with their babies all day. They still do this in the domesticated world, okay? They do not nurse their babies but once or twice a day. It's not a constant, like you see a calf or a goat where they constantly nurse off their moms. Rabbits are not like that. So if you think about it, if a rabbit in the wild stayed with their babies non-stop, they would attract predators to their kids, right? So they don't want that. So I think that's really kind of cool. It's neat how every animal is different. I've noticed that. Every animal is totally different. A baby rabbit doesn't really stay with their mom. Usually after about a week, you know, they're born with no fur, okay? Then in about a week, they start getting fur. And then in about 2 weeks, they start opening their eyes and they begin to start nibbling on food. So they don't really stay on their mom that long. I mean, they stay with their mom for about 7 weeks. I keep them with mom a little bit longer, just for, you hear Rigger crying? All right, hang on. I'm gonna turn you around in just a minute. Meemaw's gotta figure out how to, can't figure out how to close this. I'm sorry, am I making you sick? All right, let's look. This is Penny Lane. This is the Penny Lane. This is Penny Lane. Yes, it is. Penny Lane, you see how she's walking funny? She was a rescue. I've had her probably 3.5 years. She's rotten. This is Popsy. He's my male. Penny Lane. This is the inside of my farm. If you've not seen it before. I hear you, Rogue. I hear you, baby boy. You see, I have a lot of shade. With shade comes no grass, right? So, this is for my ducks right here. Up here is my rescue. This is where rescues go to rehabilitate, up here in this area. And I'll show you this way. I hate this coop. This is the coop that was here when I moved here. I just painted it and put shutters up. Anyway, I'll show you these chickens up here real quick. That's not a hawk, is it? I hear something funny. These two ducks right here were my very first ducks. They're twin sisters. Twin. They're sisters, they're not twins. They look like twins. Is that a hawk? That noise. Here's my baby girl. I hear a funny noise. I guess it's a chicken. What are y'all making funny noises for? You're scaring your mama. Oh yeah, it's a chicken. Somebody said that Lester doesn't show his peacocks. Okay, well here's mine. Come here. You see that up there? That's the nesting box for the peacocks. Thank you. Okay. You scared the bejesus out of me. I thought it was a daggum hawk. It is, baby. That's gonna be a hen, I think. Good morning, babies. Good morning. I love you. Okay. That must be maybe she just laid an egg. I don't know. I don't know why she's making that funny. I've never heard her make that chirping sound. Okay, Leroy's standing at the fence waiting on y'all. Hi, Lily. Leroy. Leroy. You got some people that want to see you, Lily. They're proud of you. You proud of you for being a good boy, Leroy. You being a good boy. Look at that baby. Look at that baby. I love you, Lily. There's Rugie in the background. Okay, I'm coming over. I'm coming over. I'm coming. Hang on, let me open the fence. I'm gonna put you down for just a second. Hang on. I have a goat that loves to escape. Not mention any names, Ruger. Hang on. I have to put the fence back tight. If I don't, somebody escapes. And then Mama has to go run after them. Okay, let me turn you around. All right, let's tilt this a little bit. All right. The fluffy rabbits are English Angoras. And then the others are double-haired lion heads. Quit, Ruger. Okay. This is, remember Rio, the daddy? This is Daddy. Quit, Ruger. This is Mama. This is Taterbug. This is Boyfriend. This is She. The spotted pig is She. Good morning, babies. Good morning. I love you. We have friends coming today to see you. Everybody has to be on their best behavior. This is Leroy. There's Rugie Roog. Oh. Is that not hilarious? Ruger! She is not a stepping stool. Okay, you can't step on the piggies. You cannot. Alright. Oh, the sheep are stuck in the barn. How did you get in the barn? Mama, come get you. Come on. Why are you stuck in here? Come on. I love my sheep. They're the sweetest ever. That's Hound Dog. This is Johnny. Oh, quit, Johnny. I mean, Hound Dog. That's my head catch for the cows. He's a mama's boy. He follows me everywhere I go. So I can't really get him on camera. There he goes. Hey, buddy. All right, let's go out here. So you see, I have this gate shut still. And then I have this fencing. Yeah, listen, the pigs are used to Ruger jumping on them. Okay, where is the... I don't see the baby. Maybe it's over on the other side. I gotta open this fence with one hand. Listen. And if I don't lock it, Leroy opens the fence. There, that's Freddie right there. Frey! Freddy Poo! Good morning. Okay, I see the baby. I see Cinco. You need some more hay, don't you, Dexter? You still got a little bit left. I see a baby. I see my baby. I see my baby. You a good mommy. Yes, you are. You a good mommy. There's Mo right there. That's Mo. Hey, you got some fans that want to see you, Cinco. Cinco was nursing really good this morning. Hey, baby. He's a baby. Yes, it is. He's a baby. He's a baby. Yeah, yesterday Cinco was running around. You know, he's still sleeping a lot because he's young. I have a tour today. I have a big tour at 2 o'clock. So this morning is just loving time. Actually, I'm doing laundry. I'm doing laundry. Laundry and coming out here. Let me set this up. Hang on. Isn't she cute? Andale, I've been dying to meet you. I have been watching you. You're so cute. Look at that little pink nose. Is it not precious? The one thing that, you see how this one teat is really big? He's nursing, see how he's nursing off the other sides? And he's not nursing off that one. So I gotta kind of coach him to nurse that one. I don't know. This is Polka, and that's her baby, Black Velvet. Oh, I hope you come in September. I'd love to meet you. These, you see how he has brown spots? Those are called moon spots. So as he gets older, those will turn white, like his mother. See, like this is mom, and this is, let's see, where's Dad? This is Dad. He was trying to breed me in the middle of Cinco's delivery. This is Daddy. This is Mo's daddy too. What you doing? Huh? Say, I hurdle the fence. I get out all the time. I'm a bad boy. Oh, I want to show y'all something. They're not clogged. She's just, I don't know why I want to call Cinco a boy. I don't know why. I keep saying he. I wanted to show you something. Hang on. So something that I have learned from my friend Tracy. Gosh, all these flies. Okay, you see the soft? You see how it's peeling right here? So there's this soft, it's very, very soft. And what happens is it's soft for the delivery, and then as it gets older and starts running around, all this peels off, and then it's in the actual hoof is hard. Like, see, that's hard. But see the soft? Well, I don't know. You may not be able to tell it's soft, but it's very, very soft. Hey, baby. Yes, so the hoofs won't hurt the mama during delivery. Hey, baby, you want to come check on her? You check on her. She's doing okay. Look at her giving her loving. Is that not the sweetest thing you've ever seen? Dexter, what you think about your baby? She's bonded really good with mama. I'll be glad when she's a little more active, but you know, in the beginnings, they're not as active. Yes, Mo is going to Cock Hill. I forgot, Paris is going to be Mo's girlfriend, I think. I hope she goes over there with nurses. They're coming to get Mo in a week or two. I'm not sure exactly when. They were trying to prepare the fencing and stuff for Mo, so they he's laying down again. The vet did not dip the umbilical cord. Okay. Hey, baby girl. I hate flies. I don't want to spray fly spray on her because I feel like she's too young. I might call Dr. Harney about that. Isn't it sweet? Keeps calling. Yesterday was my son's birthday. He was 26 years old. And I had my son when I was 26. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my son is the age that I had him. Like, that's so weird. Let me back up a little bit. All this wood. I need to move this wood. My husband chopped down a tree, and you see he didn't clean up his mess. I have not thought about milking her. Oh, Patricia, thank goodness. I have not thought about milking her. I'm not there yet. I just want to make sure that Dee Dee has enough. I mean, obviously she has enough milk, but I just wanted to make sure that Cinco was taken care of first. So I have not done that yet. Yeah, my son's 26 years old. He's not married yet, but he has the love of his life. So I look for them to get married in the next year. I do have a grandson. It's Shane and I are a blended family, and Shane has a daughter that has a son, and so we do have a grandson. Yeah, she is comfortable. I mean, she just goes over there and checks on her, look at her licking it. Wow, 16 years old. I used to have spools out here for, I'll turn this around. I used to have spools out here for the goats, but I'm gonna tell you something. like I wanted this little, you know, playland for the goats. When you have big bad boy right here and big bad girl right here, all they do is flip them over. So like the goats can't play on them because the cows just flip them over. And I'm like, well, that ain't gonna work. So I use them for tables now for my like I have little sitting areas out here in my farm, and I use it for like a little table for them to put their drinks on and stuff, because the cows just like hit the bejesus out of them and knock them over. So like it ain't gonna work. Wow, that's so funny. Yours is just like mine. Yeah, I was 26. And what's so funny is my youngest brother and I was born April 27th, and my brother was born April 28th. Our kids are born on May 5th and May 6th. So me and my brother's kids are a day apart, just like me and my brother. Pretty cool. And then my other son was born on their anniversary. So it's pretty cool. But I had this they jump on. But wow, happy birthday, Jennifer. I'll take, you know what, since we're all here and it's Sunday morning and I don't have a tour, I'll take y'all and show y'all. I'll take y'all down here. We have 17 acres, and I've done videos of my creek before, but I'll take y'all down there and show you what we're in the process of thinking. Obviously, in a petting zoo, you don't need three cows, right? I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot of responsibility when there's people running around your pasture area. Not that they're going to be mean, because they're not. It's just that it's sort of a, you know, it's a liability for me to try to keep my eyes on people, because not all people watch their kids. So I have to have my eyes everywhere. Ruger, I got to put you down. Hang on. If you come over here, you're going to get spanked. Okay? You hear your mama? Okay. Let me move this up. Okay. We're up to the creek. So I have 17 acres, and like I said, it's not for I'm out to beat Ruger. Look at him. Watch him. He tries. Ruger wants to be on this side of the fence with the chickens. Like, he does not want to be with the goats. He just, I don't know, he just wants to be with the chickens. But he wants to be with the chickens because he wants to eat the chicken food. And then goats get bloat from eating the wrong, you know, nutrition. And then his guts are blowed up like this. I'm like, you can't come over here, dude. You cannot come over here. I love you and everything. We'll go for a car ride soon. I can say. Okay, we're walking to the, let me show you what this looks like. Okay, so this is my farm area, right? This is what it looks like from here. I hate having porta potties. Hate it. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so this is where my zip line is. You see it? You see it? Shutting the fence. Okay. Yeah, she's supposed to be out. No, so this is where my zip line is. Kids at the end of the tour can zip line down here in this area. Oh, let me show you this over here. So I have this cute little swing that you lay on over here in the shade. So you can look out over my farm area. When I do birthday rentals and stuff like this, it's up here in this area. It's really cute up here when it's fixed up, but I open the umbrellas. This is where I do the reading of my book and welcome the field trips to my farm. Birthday parties are held up here and any kind of rentals. Yeah, when I first started, y'all, do you know that I was letting people go in my house? Let me look at you for this. This is how dumb I am. You know, I told you guys this wasn't my idea, right? I was letting people go in my house to go to the bathroom because when I first started doing tours, I was letting people come for free because people were asking to come see my animals, and so I was letting people come, and so they would need to go to the bathroom, and I was letting them go because right when you go in my house, the restroom is right there in the laundry room, so I was letting people go in there in the beginning. Don't do that. Did you hear me? If you don't learn anything, if you're gonna have a petting zoo, do not do that. Do not do that. But I couldn't afford, because I wasn't charging, I couldn't afford porta potties. And if you read my children's book, I couldn't just have one, I had to have two. Same with porta potties. Okay? So anyway, I was letting people come in my house. That was a disaster. A disaster. Okay, let me show you what Garth Brooks is doing. Garth Brooks is building this. Okay, here is where the rentals are. This is fixing to be a barn. It's going to be an education center, but I'm going to put it into a barn style. We're going to redo the whole thing. This wood right here is going to be for a cabin down at the creek. And Garth Brooks is building him a new shop. Now, he's not finished. On this side is going to be another living, so it's going to have 3 open spots. So concrete is getting poured on Wednesday. Okay, this is how Shane and I don't communicate, right? So Friday I had a field trip. Well, it was pouring down raining, so the field trip got canceled. So I scheduled it for Wednesday. Then this morning, Garth begins to tell me that the concrete is getting poured Wednesday morning. Are you flipping kidding me? Do you know that that I have a field trip on Wednesday? And he was like, I can't help it, Judy. You're going to have to figure it out. So then I go into total panic mode trying to figure out how to get buses in the driveway with the darn concrete truck. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no brains. He should ask me first, right? This is my business. Anyway, this is all wooded. I'm going to show you this way. There's my house up there, and this is a little bit downhill, so it's not quite the safest place for people to walk. Not everyone can walk down here, so maybe in the future. Oh my gosh, bless your heart. I just read that about your medicine. Yeah, people are not nice. Not all people you can trust. And I've had to learn that the hard way because I'm a very trusting person. I trust people from the get-go. Like, I just trust them. I think they're like a good people. Okay, let me show you over here. So there's this little drive right here. But way over there is where our garden is. And that's where the parents park for the field trip. I'll show you up there later. But this area, as you can see, you can drive a truck down here. So I'm trying to walk still. I'm gonna turn it this way so it's not so anyway. So we walk down here, and this is where the cabin's gonna be built. This is where we're thinking about moving the cattle. But then I feel like that's going to be more work for me, because you think about it for just a minute. Like, I'm going to have a farm up here at the top and a farm down here. And you know I'm not going to neglect my cows, right? So that means I'm going to have to walk all the way down here and up there. So up there through those woods is my farm. Are you kidding me? Shelly, if you would have seen my video, the first time I saw a snake in my coop, it was a disaster. It was eating my baby turkeys. It was horrible. And I'm scared to death of snakes. And so I called Shane at work. I was like, you have got to get home. This snake is killing my baby turkeys. And he's like, Judy, this is Garth, right? I need to say Garth instead of Shane. Okay, Garth goes, Judy, if you're gonna have a farm, you're gonna have to learn to handle these things yourself. And I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? And he was like, Judy, go handle it yourself. I thought, oh dear Jesus. So here I go in the coop. I had a hoe. Is it a hoe? No, it's a rake. I had a rake so I could scoop it up, and then I went and got a 5-gallon bucket with the lid. Okay? I go in there with my rake, and I'm like, oh. I'm scared to death, right? Scared to death. And so I decided to record it because I knew it was going to be hilarious. Listen, you probably could have heard me screaming from 5 miles away because the snake started coming towards me, and I am screaming bloody, like screaming bloody murder. My neighbor comes because she thought I had been injured, and I was like, I'm sorry, I was trying to get a snake. But I want you to know, listen, you know I told you I'm a little tough cookie, right? I might be a city slicker, but I'm making some turnarounds. I got that snake. I put it in the 5-gallon bucket and put the lid on it until Shane got home. Are y'all not proud of me? A city slicker did that. I was pretty proud of myself. So from then on, every time there's a snake in my coop, the city slicker has to go get it. And I have learned, now I ain't picking it up with my hand. Shane's been trying to teach me how to pick it up. I am not, listen, I don't care how countrified I get, I am never picking up a snake. End of discussion. I am not doing it. Not doing it. So I've learned how to scoop it up with the rake and put it in the bucket. Okay, let me show you this. This is gorgeous. So I've been walking down this trail, right? So it's really pretty down here. Oh my gosh, a bobcat. Oh, I would die. Watch, I'll come down here and there'll be a bobcat. But this is where we talked about, because see, Dexter and Dee Dee would have beautiful green grass. Isn't this beautiful? And this runs all the way around our property. The cabin is going up there. And needs to be cleaned up a little bit. There's trees that have fallen. Let's go over here. So if we're going to have more cows, we've got, I mean, I hate to give up this beautiful area, you know what I mean? Because we have people camp down here. But this is what I was thinking. I don't know what you think. This is what I was thinking. We were going to fence in down here, okay? There's 17 acres. So, wouldn't it be awesome? Let me show you over here. Y'all are going to crack up when y'all see this. You see all this? You see all these bones? You see all these bones? So, I told you guys I was a aerobic instructor for 28 years. So, the cattle behind me, my neighbors, when the cattle die, he puts the dead cattle at the back of the property. And so then the coyotes, are you cracking up that the cat's in the video? The coyotes drag the cattle over here and eat them. And then I do my best to make a good situation out of it. So I begin to do science with the kids. I teach them, like, these are the hips. And I teach them what makes your leg go into flexion and extension. And it's the hip socket. And so where's the hip socket? Here it is right here. So see this bone right here? You see that socket right there? This socket, oh wait, here it is. Sorry, I had it flipped over. That socket goes into the hip joint to allow the leg flexion and extension. So I teach the kids that. You see all these ribs? So I'm like, do y'all know what that is? So I talk to them about how ribs protect your organs, and how animals have ribs just like human beings and stuff. And here's the spine. So I talked to them about the spine. So anyway, that's just a little science. But see, you can come down here and stand on this rock, and see the creek goes this way. And then we have, Garth Brooks has cut out trails going that way for people to hike. And then we have the creek that goes this way. So during the summer, me and the kids get in here. Like, this fun. Now, I'm going to tell you, believe it or not, I've been here for 4 years. I'm going to say this, and a snake's just going to come. But I've never seen a snake in this creek. I don't know why. I think it's because people are, like, I bring people down here every single day to the creek. And during the summer, me and the kids are in the creek. We're picking out a rock to take home to paint, or me and the kids come back up and paint rocks at my house, or me and the kids are trying to find salamanders, or we're trying to find crawdads. And it's so funny because I get little kids from the city, and they're like, I said, you want to go catch crawdads? And they're like, what's a crawdad? I'm like, Joker, you don't know what a crawdad is? And he's like, I said, your Aunt Judy is fisting. I teach you what a crawdad is. So me and the kids go catch crawdads, and we catch the most beautiful salamanders. There he is. But I'm going to take you to the other side of the property, but I'm going to show you what we were thinking about fencing in, because I cannot have 3. Even though they're mini cows, no, there's not enough room. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. If we're keeping Cinco, I am not doing that to my cattle. I would much rather my cattle graze on beautiful green grass versus hay. I'm just not doing it. So, let me point. So, we would fence in the 17 acres. I'll show you where the cabin would go. But we have the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts camp down here. And what's so cool is I've been able to educate them on some agriculture so they can get their badges. So up here, I don't know if you can tell, but this is a hill. So the cabin's gonna go up there. So this is what I told Garth. This is my plan. What I was thinking, just picture this. Like, there's this long trail going up to the cabin, and then there's a fence on this side and a fence on this side where the cattle, like, if people were to rent it, how cool would it to be rent a cabin with cattle, like mini cows all around you that are tame, right? How cool would that be? So what I was thinking is having this long walkway to the cabin so the cattle don't get on you and there's no poop. And then the fencing is to the right and left. And then on back of the cabin is going to be a lean-to with stalls. So on the back of the cabin is where the stalls will be. And if people rent it, we're really, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, we're not looking to rent it. We're not. It's for our own. It's my getaway. It's, if people rent it, it's great, but that's not our intention, is to rent it. But my husband loves to build. Shane, aka Garth, can do anything, y'all. He is brilliant. He can build, he can weld, he can do plumbing, he can do electrical. He just learned to put air conditioning in, so he can do that. Like, he can do anything. So he is going to build the cabin. And please note that the wood came from the pine trees that he cut down, and he sawed and milled the lumber himself to build the cabin. That's how brilliant Garth is. Garth is brilliant, okay? It looks like there's been some cows down here. You see the cow patty? So my neighbor's cows get out all the time and come down here. They break the fence loose, and then Shane has to go fix the fencing. Kiki, I wish you wasn't down here with me. But the cat follows me everywhere. But I'm gonna take you over here and show you the creek over on this side. But anyway, I was thinking about putting the lean-to with the stalls on back of the cabin, and then having the fencing all around, and then the cows can graze on I can't even talk, on grass and stuff. And I feel like they'll be so much happier down here versus up there. I just don't like it. We've looked for other property, but it's hard to give up all this. And here we are investing in building, so we really don't want to give it up. But to be honest with you, I really don't have, this is my house, I really don't have room for parking for parents when I do field trips. Like, I never dreamt all this would happen. So like, there's a lot of, I don't know what I don't know from day to day what I'm doing. Okay, look at this. Oh, I smell a skunk. Okay, hang on. Let me come down here. Is this not gorgeous? So this runs on the other side of our property, and Garth has built trails through there. He's gonna build a bridge over here. Kiki, you shouldn't be in here, Kiki. I'm scared. Kiki! Her name is Coco, but I call, is she gonna jump up there? Kitty, you stay with your mama. Okay? I would die if something happened to you, but see how beautiful? And so it runs, I'm gonna take you and show you where it runs. Okay, that's not very beautiful, is it? So North Alabama is known for storm. Oh God! Hey, look at this! Look at this! What do you think that footprint is? That a hoof? It's a small hoof. If it's a hoof. So this is one thing I love too, is to bring kids down here, and we look for footprints. And Garth also, this is hilarious. This is, I don't know if your husband's like this. Anytime he sees poop, he can tell you what animal it came from. I'm like, Joker, how do you know all? He knows every animal poop there is. So he can tell me, and even hoof prints. Like, he can look at that and go, oh, it's a da-da-da-da. But see, like, it's something. Maybe, it's not a deer. I don't know. I have to bring Garth down here and ask him what it is. But, anyway, it's fun to, kids nowadays are behind the iPad and all that stuff all day long. And so I really, really, really love to bring kids to nature and teach them to like how to be mindful and not just like to slow down and like get in the moment and look for like footprints and different poop. Let me show you this. So the property, see how it follows? It goes all the way. And it goes all the way that way. So, okay, I'm gonna show you. It's probably not rain. It's not rained a lot. Kiki, you stay with me. Don't you get lost. Come on, kitty. Her name's Coco, but she knows kitty. So we just, yes. Matter of fact, my neighbor came here yesterday. So funny that you say that. But my neighbor came here yesterday, and he has 8 acres. And he said, would it help you if I sold you my property? And I'm like, yes. Yes. So, I don't know. I love my neighbors. They're awesome. So, to be honest, I don't want to lose them. So, but if they decided they wanted to sell to, he hasn't had the best of health, so it may be hard for him to keep it up. I don't know. But if he decided to sell, he told us that we would be the first for him to contact. So there is a possibility that we can get an additional 8 acres. My cat, look at this. What are you doing, you silly goose? You silly goose. What are you doing? She loves it down here. But she won't come down here unless I'm down here. Thank God. I'm scared a coyote would get her. Okay, we're gonna walk back this way. I'm back. This is cool. So Shane and I came from South Alabama. So we lived at the beach. So when Shane had the opportunity to take a job here, I was like, you're taking me from Gulf Shores to Coleman. Are you flipping kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're taking me away from the beach. So when we came to look at this property, he goes, I ain't taking you away from the beach. Look, there's man-made sand down, not man-made. There's like sand down here that wasn't man-made. So he tells me that he didn't take me from the beach because there's a creek down here and and water. I don't know if you've watched all my videos, but I did a video about when we got transferred to Coleman. And if you haven't watched it, I can't remember which one it is, but I think it says my story. I think it's that video. But basically, Shane and I got married. Isn't it gorgeous? Shane and I got married in 2015. I came from a terrible divorce. We were married 15 years. I was devastated when we got a divorce. Like, I was heartbroken. And 2 years after my divorce, I met Shane and we got married shortly afterwards. Hey, look at this. Where'd that egg come from? Somebody been stealing my eggs? Who been stealing my eggs? Someone been stealing my eggs. Anyway, Shane and I had a long distance relationship. He lived in South Alabama and I lived in Alabaster. And it was great because when I met him, I was trying to recover from my divorce, and my youngest son was still in high school. I was like, I ain't got time for dating. I got a kid to take care of. So it was a perfect relationship because all we did was talk on the phone because he wasn't here. So we got to be really good friends because we talked on the phone all the time. And then he asked me to marry him. I said, I can't get married until my son graduates high school. So he said, okay. And so after my son graduated, Shane and I bought a house in South Alabama and we got married in 2017. And so we lived in South Alabama for 2 years and I loved it. I started a fitness class and it was called Stapleton Fitness. And it was where we met twice a week. It was just basically a fitness class. But I worked a lot in my community. Like, I did community block parties and got the community together. We had the rescue squad there. We had all kinds. Like, I had the whole thing catered so the neighbors could get to know each other. I loved where I lived. So the day that he told me, I might get out of breath because, as you see, I'm walking uphill. And I'm a meme, all right? So if I get out of breath, you know why. But, anyway, Shane came home and said, hey, I have a job opportunity in Decatur. And I was like, are you flipping kidding me? We had just redone our entire house. Okay, we bought a fixer-upper and we had just redone the entire house, and Shane built this huge shop like he's building now on the property. Okay, and then he comes home and says, I have a job opportunity in Coleman, what do you think about it? And I didn't know what to say. You know, sometimes when you're in situations about change, you're just kind of like scared to change. You know, and I'm like, everything's going so good. I love my house. I love my property. I love my community. I've just gotten known. I've only been here 2 years. And I just said, okay. And the reason I didn't say, no, we are not going anywhere, is because Shane is our breadwinner. okay? I told you that I quit my job and started staying home with my stepdad. So, Shane is our breadwinner. So, his moving up in the world, like, you know, moving up in the ladder of the corporate world is important to him, and I should be submissive to him, and I should be supportive, and I should not just be selfish and want to stay in Stapleton because I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he would leave for work, and I literally would cry every day. God, please do not take us from Stapleton. Please, you know, God, please, you don't understand. I just moved here. It's the beach. My family lived there too, okay? So anyway, I had little pity parties when Shane would go to work, but I never cried in front of Shane, and I never told him how I was feeling because I didn't want his decision to be because I'm being a whiny tail. You know what I'm saying? So, I just kept it to myself. And I kept thinking, there's no way God's going to take us from here. There's no way. There's no way. And y'all, our house sold in less than 24 hours. And I was like, dude, did you hear my prayers? I was praying for us not to leave Stapleton. And then you sell our house in less than 24 hours. Like, I was so scared. But I was just being submissive. And I was like, okay, let me show you this real quick. This is our garden. Like, that's our house over there. That's where we came from. And all this is our property. So right now, parents are having to park in this field, right? So it's not the best situation. So anyway, so then he interviews, he aces the interview, he gets the job, and I'm like, oh well, guess we're leaving. Guess we're leaving. Can you listen? I don't know how long you've been subscribing to my page, but can you imagine if God listened to my prayer and did what Judy wanted? Look what I have. We didn't have any of this in Stapleton. We didn't own one animal but 2 dogs. Well, we owned 2 dogs in Stapleton. I never thought of owning a chicken. Look at what I would have missed. I'm sitting there on my hands and knees praying to God for him to keep us in Stapleton, to not sell our house. And the whole time I'm praying for my will. I'm praying for my will because I know best, right? I'm not praying for his will. I'm praying for my happiness. And if God would have answered my prayer, I wouldn't know who you are. I wouldn't have my farm. I wouldn't have been able to teach kids. I would have missed this whole opportunity. Okay? Do you feel like you're at church now? Okay, it is Sunday. Do you feel like you're at church? I'm just saying. Okay? I'm gonna tell you something. I learned real quick to quit praying for my will. I learned that day to not pray for my will, because as things uncover and my life just keeps getting better and better and better, I often reflect back onto Stapleton when I was sitting there begging God for God not to take me away from Stapleton. Okay? Look, Coco's over here now. She's followed me. So the moral to this story is, sometimes when you have blinders on and you can't see what's ahead of you, God can, right? And like, he knew what he was doing. Like, I really, to this day, I believe in my heart that we moved here for me. I feel like it had nothing to do with my husband's job. Nothing. I mean, granted, he got a promotion and it was great for him. I firmly believe in the depths of my heart that God brought us here for me. He did. And 4 years ago, I got my first chicken. It's probably, as a matter of fact, we moved here April 17th, 2019, and I did not know one person in Coleman. Okay? Snead's Farmhouse wasn't even thought about. Okay? And I let Shane
talked me into getting chickens. And I thought it was the stupidest thing I had ever seen. I'm like, what do I want a chicken for? I mean, really, Shane? And he was like, well, you don't have any friends. I'm like, so you want me to be friends with a chicken? Like, what does a chicken got to do with me hanging out with people? Like, like, and again, you know how sometimes, I tell kids this, you know how sometimes you think you're too old to try something new, or you think, um, you know, I don't know, you're scared of failure, you know what I'm saying? You're scared of failure. You're scared of failure, or you're scared of messing up, you're scared of being made fun of, or you're scared you can't do it, so you're scared to try something new, you're scared your health won't make it, like, I'm too old for this, I can't do this. That is a big fat lie you're telling yourself. Try something new. I'm 52 years old, I tried something new, and I would have never thought I'd have the energy to do what I'm doing. But let me tell you something. We're still at church. We're still at church. Okay, so hang on just a minute. But when you sit here and let that negative thought in your head tell you that you can't do it, okay? My mom used to tell me, I hope I say this right, can't, never, could do anything. You know what I mean? My mom used to say that all the time. And I'm like, she was right the whole entire time. You can do it. When something is built upon God and not built upon you, it's amazing the strength that you have. The strength that you can get up every morning and do animals and do tours and do lives and do all the things that you do. When something's built upon God and not built upon you, you have the strength that is absolutely amazing. This is my brooder. They're outside today. They're fixing to go to the coop. But anyway, it's amazing what happens. And today I hope that I've encouraged you to try something new. And I hope that I've lifted you up and encouraged you, because the words that come out of my mouth are not for me. I feel like that the message that has been put upon me, this is my garage. This is what is bad, is you see my bunnies and everything are in my garage, and do you see that I let the public come inside my garage? That is not a good thing. It is not a good thing at all. That is not, don't do that. If you're getting started with the petting zoo, learn from your Aunt Judy. Don't do that. So that's why Garth is building him the shop and giving me the little shop so I can get the public out of our house. So it's not a good thing. But again, I didn't plan this, so that's why it's not all put together, is because little by little, it's just evolving into great things. Like the thought of, I don't know, I have like almost 17,000 people follow me on Facebook, and I started my YouTube not too long ago, and I already have almost 13,000 subscribers. You know right there, that has nothing to do with me, right? I'm just a little peon, redheaded stepchild in Coleman, Alabama. Y'all know that has nothing to do with me. I'm just who God uses to spread his word. And it's amazing. It's amazing to be a part of it. You know what I mean? To be a part of his plan. Okay, guys. I have to go do laundry. And I have to get ready for this big tour that I have at 2 o'clock. And I've got to get something done, because maybe I have accomplished something. I don't know if I accomplished anything with this YouTube video, but you know what? There's 167 people watching, so I feel like we kind of went to church today to learn something new, and I'm able to share with you my testimony a little bit, and I hope that you can, I hope you learned something today about trying something new, and having the strength to know that you can do anything you set your mind to. You can. Your mind is a powerful thing, so you can either let it go to la la land and think that you can't do things, or you can. You can do it. I encourage you today to try something new. And I always end each and every live with, if you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope that you dance today. I hope that you don't sit around. I hope you get up. Even if you are immobile and you cannot move, you can move your arms and you can jam. Okay? You can dance. It may look different from someone else, but you can dance. You can. You can dance in your head. You can dance with your physical body. But today, I hope when you get that choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. Guys, I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me this morning.